Hey YouTube, welcome to a monthly pickup video for December 2015. It's almost like we're traveling back in time here. I am well aware of the fact that we are well into 2016. We're like in the middle of January already, and I'm just now putting this monthly pickup video out for December. But nevertheless, I'm going to share with you guys the amiibo and the games and the Christmas presents that I got in December. So let's get started. I'll start off with the amiibo since there's only a few that I have to share with you guys. The first one I actually picked up in the beginning of December. I was at Best Buy doing some early Christmas shopping, and I was browsing the game section like I usually do, and I went over to the amiibo wall and I happened to find Marth there, which was awesome. Marth is one of the amiibo figures that I didn't feel like I needed to have him, but the fact that I could never find him in the store was probably the main reason why I picked him up. He's not one that I was dying to add to my collection, but since he's a figure I don't have, I picked them up anyway. The last two amiibo I'm going to share with you guys I actually purchased on the same day. And the odds of me getting both of these amiibo on the same day were crazy. I was so excited. I started to think before I got these, before I saw these amiibo in person, I started to think that these amiibos were totally just like a myth because I had never seen them in my area. So it was like the middle of December, and I was driving to the bank to cash my Christmas bonus, and I had to kind of drive a ways out because the bank that I had to go to isn't like a local bank of mine. So I had to drive like 20-25 minutes to the bank, and after I was done there, I was gonna go buy my brother Fallout 4 for Christmas slash birthday, because his birthday is on Christmas. So I stopped at this new GameStop, new location, brand new store, and I walked inside, really nice store, and I picked up Fallout 4, and I was just browsing, and I went over to the amiibo section, and I saw these two amiibo there. I was just so excited. I found Ike, which again I've never seen, and Shulk, which totally thought he was a myth. Haven't seen either one of these amiibo locally since they were released. And the fact that I found them on the same day, and these were the last ones, okay? I kind of thought that was pretty awesome. Shulk especially, I really wanted to add him to my collection since I started playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3D on the 3DS. Absolutely adore that game, and I wanted the amiibo, but could never find him. So yay, two amiibo added to my collection that I really wanted. Moving on to the games here. These are all the games that I picked up throughout the month. First up, I actually got this on clearance at Target. It's for the PlayStation 4. It's the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. Now, I've never played the Book of Unwritten Tales, the original one, but hopefully I can jump into this. It's a point-and-click adventure. If I'm not mistaken, it was first released earlier on in the year digitally on Steam and through PlayStation Store and Xbox Live Arcade. But then they put out a physical copy, and I saw it on sale at Target for like 10 bucks. I was like, awesome. Really in a point-and-click adventure type of mood lately. I just got finished playing Grim Fandango, and I absolutely adored that. And then all those Telltale games that I played last year, I'm into the genre, so I'll definitely try this one out. The hot new release for December was by far Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Nintendo Wii U. This is the special edition. It comes with some really cool goodies. I got this. I pre-ordered this off of Amazon. Love this box. Great presentation. I've put about 3 hours into the game, and that might be a reach. I'm kind of finding it hard to get into, but then again, I had a problem getting into the original Xenoblade, and it didn't really settle with me until I played it on the 3DS, and I was just obsessed with it. So that might happen. I might have to give it another try, you know, but gosh, the game is just so overwhelming. Maybe because the environments are humongous, but I just found myself not knowing what the hell I was supposed to do, what the hell was going on. Plus the battle system seemed a bit different and I didn't really like it all that much. So we'll see. Definitely not going to give up on the game. I just need more time with it. I also picked up 2 PlayStation Vita games. The first one I got in the beginning of the month. It's Super Beat Sonic. I think that's how you say it, or Zonic. I'm not quite sure, but it is a fantastic rhythm game. If I'm not mistaken, it's put out by the same people that did the DJ Max games. It's just a lot of fun. Very challenging. Very challenging. The gameplay is like your regular basic rhythm game, but it's kind of presented in the way that Persona 4 Dancing All Night is presented. So the notes kind of come out towards you on the side of the screen, which for me is very distracting and it's hard to focus on what's going on. But I love the music in this game. It's just such a great time. If you guys are into rhythm games and you have a PlayStation Vita, definitely try this one out. I also picked up The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel for the PlayStation Vita. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Lionheart edition. It was also available on the PlayStation 3, but since I kind of prefer my RPGs in the handheld format, I went for the Vita edition. Really nice limited edition here. But Trails of Cold Steel is basically a side story from The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, which I completed back in January of 2015. And I have to say, that by far is one of my favorite RPGs. That RPG was amazing. Amazing game. I haven't actually gotten around to playing Trails of Cold Steel yet, just because I want to play Trails in the Sky second chapter, which is the sequel, and it's only available digitally through the PlayStation Store. And I really want to do that before I get into this. I heard that there's some spoilers in this one, so once I'm done with that, I definitely will play this. But I've heard that it's kind of a slow burn. We'll see. Alright, so I did get a few Christmas presents, video game related. The first thing is an external hard drive. This is 1 terabyte. I'm actually using this for my Xbox One since I had absolutely no space on my Xbox One. It's like a lifesaver. It honestly is. I have so much space left now. I need to go and pick up an internal hard drive for my PlayStation 4, and I'll probably get like a 2 terabyte one for that one, but I probably won't pick that up until February or March. I also received a new memory card for my PlayStation Vita. I finally have a 64 gigabyte memory card for the Vita, and it's like heaven sent. Guys, those of you that have a Vita totally know what I'm talking about. These little memory sticks are expensive for absolutely no reason. I started off with the 4 gigabyte one, had to move up to 8, went to 16, hit 32, which I recently had, and I was constantly having to clear things out. I have the 64 gigabyte now, and I feel so much better. I'm ready to download more stuff onto my Vita. So bring on those indie games, guys. So I got the space for it. To go along with that 64 gigabyte memory stick, I also got a new Vita. This is the Vita Slim. It's electric blue. It's exclusive to GameStop. And the reason I got it, I was telling my husband about how he asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I said a new Vita. And that's because my original Vita was giving me some problems. The back touch panel was no longer working. It was acting kind of finicky. The battery life wasn't lasting. So I have a new Vita. I love my Vita beforehand, but this iteration of the Vita is fantastic. Of course, it doesn't have the OLED screen, but it looks just as good. I mean, it does look good. I won't take anything away from it. The LED screen does look good, but the button placements are fantastic. It looks like it's a bigger screen, even though I'm not quite sure if it technically is. But it's just slimmer and it feels better in my hands. Really love this model. I did also get 2 games for Christmas. The first one wasn't one that I was really expecting. Didn't really know too much about it, but I guess in the midst of all that Star Wars hype, my husband just randomly bought this for me. And it turns out it's actually pretty good. It's Star Wars Battlefront. you know, initially before I played it, I didn't hear the best things about this game. I heard that it was very casual and very dumbed down, didn't have a single player campaign. And I was like, you know, when I got it, I was like, oh, okay, awesome. Let me try it out. And it's actually a lot of fun. The fact that it is casual is perfect for me. I feel like I can pick this up and play it in small chunks, and that's great. You know, I don't take games seriously, especially multiplayer games. Definitely don't do that. But this is just really a lot of fun to play. It's a beautiful looking game as well. I have only really played two different multiplayer modes. The first one is Heroes versus Villains, which is fantastic. That's my favorite. You either play as the heroes, you know, you got Princess Leia, Han Solo, and you go against the villains like Darth Vader, and it's awesome. And I think the other mode that I've played a bunch of is called Drop Zone. If I'm not mistaken, you have to secure like a pod. You have to go and find a pod throughout the environment and then secure it before the other team does. And it's pretty fun. So Star Wars Battlefront will probably be the gift that keeps on giving, because I'll continue to just play small chunks of the game and have fun with it. The last game that I got for Christmas was Just Cause 3. I enjoyed the series. I like Just Cause, the original one, but I really enjoyed Just Cause 2. Hours of destruction in that game, honestly. This game was the reception was hot and cold, you know. People said that it didn't set the world on fire, and I really wasn't expecting it to. It's not that type of game. It's more or less an open world sandbox. Of course, you do the missions, but it's all about destruction, and that's fun to me. I haven't spent a lot of time at this game. I played the tutorial, and I played the first two story missions, if I'm not mistaken. Then I saw that there was a game-breaking glitch or bug or something like that, and there was going to be a patch coming out. I haven't gone back to see if a patch is available for the game, you know. So before I do that, I'm definitely going to check if there's any updates or anything that needs to be installed for this game before I spend a lot of hours with it, only for it to mess up on me and just me be frustrated. But yeah, it's not bad at all. Of course, a lot of people said that the frame rate and all that stuff is horrible on consoles, and that might be true, but I was just having fun blowing stuff up, you know. That's what these games are all about. Before I go, guys, I wanted to share one last thing. As you can see, I'm currently playing The Witcher 3, but I got this for Christmas. My dad picked this up for me. It's a cool little game room cheesy display sign. You know, it's cheesy, but I absolutely love it. He said that he saw it and he thought of me, so he gave it to me for Christmas, and it's pretty badass. So yeah, guys, that's everything that I got in December of last year, 2015. If you guys can remember, totally let me know what you guys got for Christmas. Let me know what games you're currently playing. That'll be awesome. Of course, it's almost the end of the month, so you'll see a new monthly pickup video at the end of the month for January. So I want to thank all of you guys for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.